Alright guys, if you've been online lately, you've probably seen all the buzz, drama, rumors, and non-stop reactions surrounding Selena Gomez's new look. It's been everywhere, from TikTok threads to fan pages, and everyone's asking the same question: what really happened to Selena? And here's where it gets even more interesting. After days of constant speculation, Selena and her husband, Benny Blanco, have finally spoken up. And trust me, their response will surprise you. But before we get into that, let's just say this isn't the first time Selena's appearance has taken over the internet. It's happened before, but this time, it feels completely different. In today's video, we're breaking down everything. So, what really went down? The internet has been overflowing with theories, and now everyone's watching how Selena and Benny are handling the rumors, whether they're shutting them down or just letting them play out quietly. So grab a snack, because we're breaking it all down step by step. But before we dive in, you know what to do: like the video, subscribe, and turn on that bell so you never miss our deep dives into Hollywood's biggest stories. Alright, let's get started. Selena Gomez is back in the spotlight, but not for her music or her love life. This time, it's all about her face. In her latest music video for In the Dark, fans immediately noticed something different. Instead of focusing on the song or visuals, everyone was talking about how her appearance seemed to have changed. Her face looked more defined, her cheeks seemed lifted, and her expression had a noticeable shift. Some fans rushed to her defense, saying it was just lighting, camera angles, or editing. But others weren't convinced. They started speculating about possible cosmetic tweaks, Botox, fillers, or even surgery. Then there were fans genuinely concerned, pointing out that Selena's lupus medication can sometimes affect her facial features. The debate got even louder when people compared her recent Instagram photos and wedding pictures with Benny Blanco from just a few months ago, noticing how different she looked now. The internet's completely divided. Is it a health issue? A beauty choice? Or just another case of people overanalyzing a celebrity's face? Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure: everyone's talking about Selena Gomez again. Here's where things get more interesting. This isn't the first time Selena's appearance has taken over the internet. If you followed her journey, you already know she's faced this kind of attention before. There were times when fans noticed changes in her weight, and Selena's always been open about how lupus and its treatments can naturally affect her body. Every time, the same cycle repeats: some people defend her, others criticize, and a few suddenly act like cosmetic experts. It's always a mix of concern, judgment, and endless opinions. This time, it's her face under scrutiny. Before, it was her body. No matter what she does, Selena just can't seem to escape the spotlight on her looks. Some fans even mentioned that the In the Dark video might have been filmed months ago, which could explain the small differences in her appearance. But of course, that didn't stop the internet from running wild with theories. Everyone has an opinion, and once again, Selena's looks have turned into a trending topic. Millions are zooming in on screenshots, comparing videos, and debating what's real and what's not. But it all leads to one big question: what's really happening with Selena Gomez's face? And why has this particular look caused such a massive stir online? Up next, we're breaking down all the possible reasons behind her transformation, from lighting and health to cosmetic rumors, and you'll see the truth isn't as simple as it looks. Now that we've covered the speculation surrounding Selena's sudden new appearance, let's talk about what might actually be going on. The internet hasn't stopped buzzing, and many fans believe her glow-up might be more than just good lighting or makeup. That's when professionals started weighing in. Plastic surgeon Dr. Ryan Merks shared his thoughts with the Daily Mail, and his analysis only fueled the conversation further. According to him, Selena may have had what he described as a well-done rhinoplasty. Before anyone jumps to conclusions, Dr. Merks made it clear he hasn't treated Selena himself. He simply compared her older photos to her recent ones and noticed a few differences. He explained that Selena's nose used to have a softer, wider shape, the kind that gave her a warm, natural look, but in newer photos, her nasal bones appeared more refined and closer together, giving her a sleeker, more defined appearance. In his words, her profile now looks more polished, with what he called precise sculptural refinement. He also mentioned something known as light reflex points, those tiny highlights that appear when light reflects off the nose. According to him, Selena's are now more centered and even, which could be a subtle sign of professional cosmetic work. Naturally, that analysis sent social media into overdrive. Some fans said it's just good lighting and skilled makeup artists. Others were convinced Dr. Merks had confirmed what they'd been suspecting, that Selena may have had subtle tweaks. But before jumping to conclusions, there's another side to this story. Not everyone believes surgery has anything to do with it. Up next, we're breaking down what else could explain her transformation and why, despite all the noise, Selena and Benny Blanco's silence might be sending a bigger message than any statement ever could. So here's the real twist. After all the viral screenshots, expert opinions, and fan debates, what exactly did Selena and Benny do? They didn't. At least, not in the way everyone expected. There was no big public statement from either of them addressing the surgery rumors linked to the In the Dark video. Instead, others started speaking up. Celebrities like Grimes came forward to defend Selena, calling out the online bullying, while cosmetic experts jumped in with their own takes on her features. Fans were completely divided. Some defended her, saying the changes were likely due to lupus, medication, lighting, or makeup. Others doubled down on the surgery theories, comparing before and after photos and surgeon analyses. Media outlets covered both sides, the criticism and the defense. But through it all, Selena and Benny stayed silent. No interviews. No direct response. And as they remained quiet, the noise around them only grew louder. Silence can mean a lot of things. Sometimes it's a smart PR move waiting for rumors to fade. Other times, it's about protecting personal space and keeping family life private. But of course, silence can also make people assume the worst. In the spotlight, saying nothing often becomes its own kind of message and everyone interprets it their own way. So what's our take? You can respect a celebrity's right to privacy and let their work speak for itself, or you can take their silence as proof of the wildest theory out there. Either way, this moment shows how quickly talk about appearance can overshadow talent and how fragile a celebrity's image becomes under the internet's constant scrutiny. What do you think? Is their silence the smart move, or is it only fueling the rumors? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss our next deep dive. After weeks of speculation, the internet finally started to calm down, but not because questions were answered. It was because people began realizing that Selena and Benny's silence might actually be the answer. While fans kept arguing over filters, angles, and surgeon opinions, Selena quietly went back to work. She was spotted in a recording studio with Benny, laughing between takes, completely unfazed by the chaos. Online insiders say that behind closed doors, Selena has learned to block out the noise. This isn't her first social media storm, and it probably won't be her last. But what's changed is her reaction. Instead of defending herself, she's choosing peace, focusing on her music, her health, and the people who truly know her. And that calm confidence might just be the most powerful response of all. Meanwhile, Benny's been doing what he always does, standing by her side. Sources close to the couple say he's been reminding her that the internet moves fast and today's obsession will be tomorrow's forgotten trend. He's reportedly been her biggest supporter through it all, encouraging her to use the chatter as fuel for her art instead of letting it bring her down. And maybe that's the real story here, not whether she changed her face, but how she's changing the conversation. By staying quiet, Selena's showing that she doesn't owe anyone an explanation. Her fans see it too. They've started flooding her posts with comments like, "You don't need to prove anything, your piece looks good on you." In a world where every expression becomes a headline, maybe silence really is the strongest statement. Because at the end of the day, no rumor lasts forever, but self-respect does.